Good morning, everybody. My name is Osa. It is Saturday. We are playing FS19 on Oakfield Farm Farming Agency Edition. And it looks like everything's working correctly for a change. And those fields do look very pretty out there. Well, it's, let's see, 5:30, day 6 of mid-spring. And if I'm not mistaken, wool is at its best price, and unfortunately for me, sheep are going to be good tomorrow. I preempted that. Well, never mind. So we need to sell our wool, and on that count we got hold of this trailer, and I've bought it, and I've attached it to the Land Rover, which doesn't quite look right. I think it's designed for a higher hitch, but it works, so we're good. And as you can see, I've already sold a bunch of wool bales. And the reason I got this trailer is that it's an autoload. Boop. So all I have to do is walk up to the trailer, or throw this at the trailer, and it will autoload into the back of it. Oh, missed. So this is a good thing. We get to sell our wool. I can throw it around a bit and ship it all to the wool shop without too much hassle. It does look like, I mean, these should be 1,000 litres each, and for some reason I seem to have an odd piece. Maybe not. We're going to have 4 more after this. So I did use this after last week's episode to sell off all of our wool that's in storage right now. I'm also thinking I will probably need to get the big giant bales that are stuck in the spawn point, or crates that are stuck in the spawn point. They're not completely full, but we do have 2 in each. So that should mean, is that all it's going to take, or is it going to take some more? Yes, I'm getting distracted. That should mean that they'll fill up the second while we're delivering the big ones that are partially filled. So that kind of looks like it's full. I'm going to jump in here. 99% full, that's good. And we will take this down to the store. Ouch. So yeah, not much going on the farm at the moment. We obviously have the wool to sell today. We'll sell our larger male sheep tomorrow. If a sheep's just been born today or yesterday, probably won't get sold because the price isn't going to be great on them. Although we have found that all they're doing is eating grass and not providing us with wool. So that's a learning experience. So there's really no reason to not sell them, except that we might make a little bit more money if we hold on to them till next year. In the past, I've made the assumption that baby sheep are producing wool like the rest of the flock, and therefore, yeah, it's a way up of, well, there's 3 days of wool production here, or I can sell them for a vast sum of money. the downside of that, if I don't sell them, I'm going to have to feed them for an entire year, which, you know, maybe I don't want to do. So it's the cost of feeding sheep that aren't producing anything versus the price I get for them and the potential of extra income from the wool they're producing. Well, if they're not producing wool, there is absolutely no point feeding them past their best sell-by date. Alrighty. Obviously running around in this thing, a lot easier than running around in a tractor. Though we could have done this with the JCB, except I think JCB is currently hitched to the animal transport that we have. Okay, I think I need to push a button to get this to unload. Yep, there we go. Gone. 10,000 for wool. So relatively good price there. I've been realizing 10,000 on each pallet, or on each set of pallets. We got 8, so what is wool value? That's an interesting question. I just haven't really checked on what the wool value is. That's around there. So 13 per, that's kind of okay. I'm kind of happy with that. That's, I mean, we really don't see the sort of 7,000 per pallet that we used to get in Farm Sim 17, but then I was also usually holding it for a great demand as well. Okay, I'm going to jump back in the cab because we're going to be driving under tree-covered avenues. And it just makes it much easier to see where we're going in cab. So we're going to have one more load. Yeah, maybe I'll put one of the big pallets on the back of the truck as well. I mean, I wasn't sure what this one was going to look like. There was a bunch of other auto-load wool trailers available. Let's try and get the vehicle under control. The problem was that they needed a ton of other mods as well. This one is just a straight auto-load wool. There's also an auto-load milk and an auto-load eggs in the pack. So yeah, take your pick. And it's an easy way to load massive amounts of wool or yeah, eggs. I don't really see much need for the milk, but I mean, it's on the back of the trailer in milk churns, so yay. You could still use a tanker though. Milk transport, yeah. Liquid transport is easy in game because you can load a tanker and just run with it. And here we are back again. It's the only thing that a little bit annoying about this mod. You're in a right-hand drive car, but you get out of the passenger door. I believe the Land Rover I used for FS19, you actually got out the correct, yeah, the side the driver sat. Anyway, we'll grab these. Last 4, so this will be a $5,000 load, pound load. Oops. mean, so we could actually sell some of our sugar beet crates, potentially. Probably not. I'm actually looking at that now and thinking, you know what, we don't really have a significant amount of sugar beets. Obviously we've got the new crop, so come September, October, they'll be ready to go. Okay, that's that done. I will... Okay, so we've got a second pallet there, and we've got a second pallet there. I've got 2 more spares in there. So in theory, if I pull this one out, the wool production should feed into the other pallet. And can't really stick it on the trailer because there's nowhere to put it, but should be able to load this. Oops. Right around there. I'll put that strap on, that'll be fine. So after this run we can get rid of the trailer. I'll find somewhere to store it. And we'll make another run with the big wool collectible, yeah, collects the wool pallet thing that we stick in the spawn point. So that, you know, those reusable wool pallets, I think it had a label on it, really nice. There are a bunch of mods, one that you can put, or there's a number that you can put in the chicken egg collection area, and it just automatically loads the box. Which is very convenient, because then you don't have to deal with all the little boxes. And sometimes, yeah, once you get into mass production, like we're doing with the wool, you know, just having something that makes it easier to move these things around is just so much of a benefit. Oh. Follow the Prius. Ow. We just got hit by the truck. There is a slight problem with this trailer, because it does overhang. The width of the Land Rover. So anyway, let's see how this works. We should end up with the reusable pallet just emptying all out initially, or not. Okay. And it's an auto load, so you just have to bring the wool as close as possible to the trailer. To unload, you just use the standard unload button, which I believe on the keyboard is I. There you go, it's gone. Guess I'm gonna have to get out and drag that out. And ooh. There we go. And that's 17,000. Oh! You know what I just noticed? Well, because I dragged it next to the trailer, it did an auto load. That's kind of amusing. Anyway. That seems to have sold. Okay. Not sure how much we made there. drop that. That on the floor like that, and then we'll try and get it in the back of the truck. So one option is to actually drive the auto load next to this thing that's still at the farm and let it load automatically. Don't know how much wool we had there. I'm going to check finances. How much have we made from wool so far? Sold wool, 65,000. That's, I guess, not entirely bad. We've still got another one of those reusable wool pallets. Oops. So if the reusable wool pallet has less than 8,000, I might use the trailer for it. If it's got more, then we'll just pick it up and bring it with us. But it looks like I need to hold it above the ground in order for it to sell. Back in the cab. Let's go. Captain Zhang, good morning and welcome. You are early today. Well, you're on time today, but you're earlier than you have been. So it is what it is. Okay, you're going round. Bye. So how is your Saturday going? Must admit there was snow on our deck this morning, but no snow on the ground because ground temps are still too warm here. But there were a bunch of snow flurries yesterday. Oh, good brakes. And apparently it was, I think earlier yesterday, reporting that we were going to get 1 to 3 inches on Sunday. Although now it's reporting we'll get 0 inches of snow on Sunday, so we'll see what happens on Sunday. Today it's just dull and overcast. I think the temperatures are up about 35. So we may get some snow flurries or a rain-snow mix, but we won't get anything on the ground. As I said, the ground's still too warm. And here we are again. Ooh. So it's much easier to control from the cab. I think we finished up most of our tasks for yesterday. We were just missing bits and pieces like selling the wool. I thought I was selling the sheep, but it seems I'm not selling the sheep today. That will be tomorrow, but we're all prepared for that as well. Okay. Whee! Okay, I will put this in the shed here. That one has started filling, so that's good. That one should be in the middle, but it isn't. So how much wool have we got in there now? So that one trip we just made 38 litres of wool. Gonna move, whoops. Gonna move that one over a bit. And this one here. This is a good indication of what we just took. 19,008. Wow. That's a lot. Okay. So we produced about 38,000 litres of wool this year. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the trailer down to the lower yard and just dump it there. Because I don't want it messing up me selling the wool at the sell point, so if it's just not there, then it won't try and absorb the wool. We can put this over here. Oh, we can drive through the hedge. Why not? Let go. Oh, wrong vehicle. There we go. Okay. So yeah, RYC 1 pallet trailer. And I believe... CCML. Not sure where they are. So that's the Ivor Williams that we're using. Section. Yeah, it's in the animals section. So you get a pallet trailer, and you can either configure it for eggs, milk, wool. So, and then the only other thing is change the tires. Lizard or Midas, which will add 2,000, and you can change $30 for a change in wheels. Main color, $1,000. And I think we changed the color, I changed the wheels, so it's a full price one, but it's good. Very useful, works nicely. As I said, you just drive up to your wool pallet, it'll suck up 8,000 litres if you've got that much, and then when you get to the sell point, you just press I to unload it, and it will effectively just sell it to the sell point, which is really nice. Okay, we'll go get those 9,008 litres. Hopefully that reusable wool pallet is still in the spawn point, so we won't have any issues. Now, lift that into the back of the Land Rover, tape it down, and off we go to the store again. So after last year, where basically I was loading 16 pallets onto the Ivor Williams trailer, not the Ivor Williams, the Johnston trailer that's currently in sheet moving mode, and that was just painful because you're basically 8 pallets and then trying to stack 8 pallets on top, and they're falling off and creating a heavy overload situation. And it's not an easy vehicle, or it's not an easy thing to drive with a double layer of pallets on the back. So you have to do carefully or it'll roll over or something, and yay, that was spectacular. We'll take it a little bit easy. That trailer definitely big improvement on the convenience, especially considering how far we have to drive to get to the wool merchant. And I'll call it wool merchant because they don't take cotton. Oh, M Patchwork, good morning. And I just hit a tree again. So, sorry. IT runner. Yeah, I did look at the IT runner. But eventually I just decided that one was the easiest, had the fewest additional mods that needed to be loaded with it. And because I'll load the mods in during the week, then I have to remember to add them to the game. And if it's I think one of the ones I looked at might have needed global company. So sort of, I've added this and I've added that and I've added the pallet production mod and everything else. It's sort of, I just want to auto load wall bales and I don't want to have to remember to add everything else, which has the potential of messing with the mods I already have loaded. Alrighty, here we are. So that is not selling. That's fine. Didn't really expect it to. We'll step up, take that off. And then we wave that over there, and yeah, it's selling out. £25,000. We'll strap that back on as well. We'll stick this back in the shed with the other one. I mean, that's 19,000 litres in, I think, 6 days. So 2 spawn points will get maybe 9,000 litres in each pallet over the next 3 days. So not a big deal. What I may do is move them under shelter during the summer, fall and winter, and then next spring or the last day of winter we can pull the partially filled pallets out and stick them back in the wool spawn point to get them filled. And we may actually achieve full pallets next year. Although I don't know. I mean, I was considering just doing 16,000 litre refillable pallets, because you can check, you can select. I think the smallest may be 1,000. Then you can go 2,000, 4,000, 8,000, 16,000, 32,000, 64,000. So I considered going 16,000, but then decided, well, no, I'll go 32. I definitely didn't want to go 64 because that would just be overkill. And I think we've learned now that even with 500 sheep in each field is not going to produce 64,000 litres in one season. Anyway, this is the tasks for the end of today, and that footpath sign is really handy if I keep my eye out for it, because that means I'm here. So I'll do a quick check on food. I think the sheep are well fed. They're going to survive till the morning, and then tomorrow we get to sell some of them, maybe many of them. Honestly, I don't remember how much money we started. I think we were on about 56,000 yesterday, and I sold the wool and bought the wool trailer.